Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. Adi Shankara, never forget Adi Shankara. You are here today because of him. Adi Shankara. Adi Shankaracharya gave Bhaja Govindam. In Bhaja Govindam, he says, Satsangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve Jivan Mukti. Somebody mentioned that everything is satsang. Of course, everything is satsang. A combination, a group of people getting together to know something is satsang. Good, bad, how do you differentiate? A good question she posed. What is good? Good for you may not be good for me. Right? What is good? Good meaning, if you are not hurting somebody, whatever you do in the name of service or anything, that is good. Association. What is association? Anybody can, like 4 people can get together. That is association. A lot of people said like-minded people. Are you all like-minded? Are you all like-minded? Even though you have been coming to satsang for several weeks, several months, are you all like-minded? You are not. It is not about association of like-minded people at all. It is the association of actually opposite. To get to know certain responsibilities towards doing certain things. So, into explanation of the shloka from Bhaja Govindam, Satsangatve Nisangatvam. If you come to satsang, what is satsang? A lot of people said good and combination of people. Sat, Chit, Ananda. There are 3 things to attain Bhagavan, they say. What is Sat, Chit, Ananda? One is form, one is formless, one is bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. If you become one of these, you don't see Shiva in the form of Shiva. You will see Shiva everywhere. What is Ananda? Ananda is not happiness. It's the bliss. You don't have to laugh. Inside you're happy. When you laugh because of certain external thing, that is not bliss. When you are happy in spite of being how you express, still you are inside, that is bliss. We have not experienced that bliss. Ananda in Sanskrit means not happiness. It is equal to bliss. There is no actual explanation of Sanskrit words, certain words in English. Guru is not teacher. That is why in dictionary they put Guru. Now if you go see in dictionary, there is a word called Guru. Guru is not teacher. So there are lots of different things. Satsangatve Nisangatvam. What is Nisangatvam? If you come to satsang, Nisangatvam meaning you will learn to detach from things. Freedom from attachment. That is Nisangatvam. You are attached to the house, your kids, everything is attached. But you are bound by a duty. Kids have not come from you, they have come through you. First remember that. Because you don't own them at all. They come through you. They don't come from you. You are not an originator. That is the difference between Christianity, Islam and Sanatana. Dharma tells you it is through you because they have their past. So you cannot control, you cannot own them. Nisangatvam. You detach. But that doesn't mean you should not perform your responsibility. You have to take care of them. That is your responsibility. That is your dharma. Attached, detachment, detached, attachment. That is what Sri Krishna talks about. Satsangatve Nisangatvam. Once satsang, you come to satsang, you start learning to detach because freedom from attachment. Once you have Nisangatve Nirmohatvam. Once you have freedom from attachment, you will learn to be clear. The mind will be clear. That is nirmohatvam. Everything will be clear. Clarity of mind. Nirmohatve nischala tattvam. When you have clarity of mind, you have steadiness. That is nischala tattvam. Nischala tattve jivan muktihi. Once you have steadiness of mind, you have known what you are detached from the worldly pleasures, you attain this self-realization. That is Satsang. Satsang is the initiator for all you to become the real you. That is why Satsang is very important. This is spiritual reason where Bhajagovindam, Adi Shankara clearly talks about Satsang. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan muktihi. Once you have clarity of thought, mind is stable, you are detached from the worldly pleasures, you attain self-realization. That is the purpose of humans. Simple thing he tells you, what is the purpose? We all talk about what is the purpose. The purpose is to understand you, because we don't know ourselves. You are trying to learn about yourself is the origination of taking you through the process of this is Satsang. You will learn who you are clear. Now you are not worried about external happiness. There is a joke, you laugh. There is something, you get a great college, you immediately get excited and you jump in joy. But that is only temporary. A lot of people who had gone to great colleges did not end up well in life. It's all temporary. What keeps you permanent? When you know about yourself. No matter what happens, whether you get into great college, whether you go to normal college, you are the same. Because you are proud of yourself. Wherever you go to, you still become great. You are proud of yourself. It's not about external things giving you pleasure or happiness. It is about you. How you know about yourself. That is, you are strong. You know about you. Clarity about yourself. Somebody does not need to praise you that you are handsome or beautiful. When you get up early in the morning, you look at the mirror and say, you are so beautiful. You tell yourself. That is self-realization. You don't need somebody's appreciation to you. Why do you care about others? Because you are giving importance to others. That is why you put makeups, you want to look better for others to tell you, oh, you're beautiful. No. You be clean, you be proper, you take a shower, you dress up yourself clean, present yourself well. Absolutely. Be proud wherever you go to. Satsang is to give you jivan muktihi, that is self-realization. That is, spiritual people talk about spirituality alone. That is underlined, I'm telling you, it is not about spirituality alone. It is about knowing your dharma again. When you say detachment, a lot of people think, oh yeah, leave this, oh I'm not interested in the car. Just by saying it, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, I'm not interested in the big house. Just by saying that doesn't mean anything. If there is a new car, you'll feel, oh, so nice, I want it. But that doesn't mean you're attached to the car. But once you buy it, you're always with the car, you're enjoying the car, you are always, oh, it's so nice, I'm proud that I have a beautiful car than my neighbor. That is attachment. Irrespective of what car you drive, it takes me from point A to point B, absolutely fine. But where I am is when I go outside, people talk about you, which means that you did something for the society. That is what you want. Specific explanation of Satsang came from Bhajagovindam, Adi Shankara. But Satsangs had been happening from Sri Rama's time. Satsang has been because gurus, the kings used to go to their acharyas for any decision making. Sat is not about goodness alone. Sanskrit, Sat means certain aspects of it is good. Certain aspect is different meaning as well. It depends on where you use the context. You all said Bhajagovindam. Have you heard all of the whole Bhajagovindam? Did you know the meaning of all of this? If you'd have known, you would have told this. But have you read the meaning of Bhajagovindam? Entire thing? Bhajagovindam anta meaning vinnara anta? Okay. So one is that, one is satsang, meaning you have to come to sit to learn about what is dharma. Dharma means one is responsibility in the family setup, but there is eternal dharma, to know about yourself, to safeguard your dharma. Ours is not a religion. For God's sakes, don't say ours is a religion. Ours is dharma, different from other religions. These are the times that we have to. What are the times? We are in a situation that our identity at stake. So we got to stand up for our dharma. What you can do for your dharma is what you have to question yourself every day in the mirror. What did you do today for your dharma? What did you do today to your motherland, where you came from? That's your roots. Your passport might change. The color of passport might change. But who you are, still you are from where you came. That's your roots. That's where your parents from. That's your grandparents from. That's where you're from. Never forget those roots. When you forget the roots, na ghar ka na ghat ka, you will be nobody. Americans will not recognize you as an American just by looking at you, no, until they see your passport. But when you go back to your motherland, Mahabharati will say, you are my kid. Come back. Open arms. But we don't. Remember, wherever you are, whatever you become, it's of least botheration unless you're useful to your motherland, to your dharma. And that information of sharing, that information of telling you what you came from, what you are, what is dharma, what is satsang, that is where we come together to understand, not like-minded people, all different kinds of people. Understand this, learn about dharma, stand up for your dharma. That is satsang. Chalo. Good? All of you understood what satsang is?